Every single day, you're making hundreds of choices without even realizing their true cost. It's this hidden force that shapes everything, from what you eat for lunch to billion-dollar business deals. And by the end of this, you're going to start seeing this force everywhere. We're talking about opportunity cost, the hidden price of, well, everything.
Okay, let's just jump right in. Picture this. You're at a food truck, you hand over $10 for a taco. So, what did that taco cost you? Now, if your brain immediately said $10, you're only seeing about half the picture. The real cost is something else entirely. I love this way of thinking about it. Every time you say yes to something, you're automatically saying no to something else. Opportunity cost is basically the value of that ghost. It's the best thing you gave up. It's the choice not taken.
All right, so this ghost of choice thing, what does it actually mean? Let's get a solid definition down. This is simple, but it is so crucial. Let's go back to that food truck. You picked the $10 taco, right? But let's say your second choice, the thing you almost got, was a $10 burger. Well, the opportunity cost of that taco is the enjoyment you gave up from eating the burger. It's not the burger and the hot dog and the pizza. Nope. It's just the value of the single best thing you didn't do.
So yeah, this is about more than just lunch. This concept scales up in a huge way. Let's look at how opportunity cost drives these massive, real-world decisions. Okay, so let's take a look at a real-life example. Meet Sarah. She just finished high school, and she's at a crossroads. She can either go to college, or she can take a full-time job she's already been offered. This is a perfect opportunity cost problem. So let's actually break down the numbers for Sarah's first year. You've got the explicit cost, that's the sticker price, right? Tuition, books, all that stuff comes to $20,000. But then you've got the hidden cost, the opportunity cost, which is the $45,000 salary she's giving up by not taking that job.
So when you add it all up, the true economic cost for Sarah's first year of college isn't 20 grand. It's $65,000. And here's the kicker. The opportunity cost, the money she's not earning, is more than double the actual tuition. It's the biggest part of the cost, and it's the one most of us completely forget about.
And get this, opportunity costs aren't always about dollars and cents. Remember Amazon's Fire Phone back in 2014? Total flop. It led to a $170 million write-down. But that was just the money. The real opportunity cost was the thousands of hours from its best engineers and the focus of its CEO, Jeff Bezos. All that brainpower could have been used to make projects like Alexa and AWS even better, even faster.
And this idea scales all the way up to global policy. Think about the pandemic. Governments face this absolutely tragic choice. If they locked down, they could save lives, but the opportunity cost was a wrecked economy. If they stayed open, they'd protect the economy, but the opportunity cost would be a horrifying public health crisis. There was no free move. It was always a choice of which terrible cost you were willing to bear.
Okay, pay close attention here, because this is probably the most important part of this whole explainer. This is the #1 trap that trips people up when they try to use this concept.
All right, imagine this scenario. Last week, you dropped $100 on a concert ticket. And here's the key. It is absolutely non-refundable. That money is spent, it's gone.
So, today, a friend calls you up with an amazing offer, a free ticket to a much better show. But it's on the exact same night. So, when you're deciding which concert to go to, does that $100 you already spent matter at all? Take a second and really think about it.
The answer is no. It doesn't matter one bit. That $100 is what economists call a sunk cost. It's in the past, you can't get it back, so it is completely irrelevant to the decision you have to make now. Your only choice is, which concert will you enjoy more? The sunk cost is just noise trying to distract you.
So, now that we know what opportunity cost is, and just as importantly, what it isn't, let's get practical. How can we actually use this with some simple formulas to make better decisions?
This formula right here is the key. It's for finding true economic profit. See, you start with your total revenue, and then you subtract your explicit costs, rent, supplies, the obvious stuff. That gives you your accounting profit. But you're not done. To get the real picture, you also have to subtract your opportunity cost.
Let's see how this works with an example. This is Bob. Bob's a lawyer making a nice $90,000 a year. But his dream is to open a coffee shop. He figures he can make 200 grand in revenue with about 120 grand in costs. So on paper, that's an $80,000 profit. Sounds very good. But what's the opportunity cost? It's that $90,000 lawyer salary he has to give up. So when we calculate his true economic profit, we take that $80,000 from the coffee shop and subtract the $90,000 he's giving up. He's actually at negative $10,000. He would literally be $10,000 worse off opening the shop. Even though it looks profitable on paper, it's a bad economic move.
All right, let's lock all this in. Here's your quick review checklist. First, sunk costs. They are paid and gone. Ignore them. They're totally irrelevant. Second, opportunity cost. That's the value of your single next best choice. Third, true economic profit. That's your regular profit minus your opportunity cost. And finally, remember this. Having a lower opportunity cost than someone else can be a massive advantage in life.
And that brings us to the end. But before you go, I want to leave you with one final thought to apply right now. As this explainer wraps up, what's the next best thing you could be doing with your time? That right there, that's the opportunity cost of these last 5 minutes. So what are you going to choose to do next?